Hey Scorpio, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. If you are a regular visitor, welcome back. Thank you so very much for stopping by. This is a general read of your November 2021 for the entirety collective of Scorpio. That means anybody that has Scorpio anywhere in their chart, this message is for you. It may not necessarily be your personal message. It might be the person sitting next to you. It depends on if you resonate or relate or ring-a-ding like a bell with this message. You should know within the first couple of minutes if you do or don't. This message can be in regards to, if Spirit so chooses, in regards to an individual. And if it is, there can be times that one week will be what their intent is, and then the next week can be their intent. It can be flip-flop back and forth. It can be, I just encourage you to pay close attention, apply it where it's appropriate, but I do ask that you don't force the message to fit your situation. Again, if you resonate with it, then you'll recognize and know. If you do not recognize or relate or resonate with this message, then I most definitely encourage you to go observe your other natal chart zodiac signs. A lot of times they will carry some very weighted, heavy messages. Many times they will all correlate together. And sometimes it can be that little puzzle piece that you're missing. But I definitely encourage you to not just pay attention to the major Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, but to definitely also consider the discounted ones as well, such as Chiron, Lilith, so on and so forth. They do carry messages. You were born under those zodiacs as well, and therefore they do play on your energy as well. So please keep that in mind. Okay, so with all that being said, as you can see, the majority of the cards are down. I saved clarification and messages and guidance for when you arrived. We're going to do a quick overview, and then we're going to do some clarification, and then we'll get our guidance and messages after that. Okay? So for your overall energy here, we have the Seven of Wands. Either we are taking a stand in regards to our beliefs, we're being stubborn in regards to a situation, or we're very defensive, on guard because there's been harm done to you, and so therefore you're pushing back. We'll find out as we do some clarification. For the first week we have of November 2021, we have, and I'm sorry, first week, second week, third week, and fourth week, so you can follow along, and of course the overall energy here. For the first week, we have the Eight of Pentacles, working on a situation. Could be your career, could be your finances, can be just a situation, a relationship, an interaction. Could be you working on your home to fix it up. We'll find out as we go along. Maybe we can pinpoint a little bit more. Please keep in mind it is a general read, so it will be a general answer. Second week, we have the Star and the Page of Swords. So we are maintaining our belief that we're going to succeed in achieving our goals, our wishes, our requests that we put out to the divine universe. And so we're just watching, waiting, observing, and learning possibly how to make that come forward, because we have the Page of Swords behind the Star. It could also be an Aquarius that you are staring at. Creepily enough, as I moved that, I want to show you this if you can see it. He's quite literally staring at her. So it can be an Aquarius that you are looking at, watching, kind of staring at. So then we go to the third week, and we have the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. Somebody can be very potent at this moment in time. So if you're wanting to have children, go for it. But if you're not, be very careful. We have the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. Very, very powerful combination. Very fertile. Okay, so be aware. Also wanting to take control of a situation and plant some new seeds. Hint, hint, plant some seeds and create an exciting new beginning. Could be a hobby, could be a new job. Can be a new relationship, whatever brings forth your passion, your desires. But we definitely have Aries in here, and like I said, Aquarius also. And then for the fourth week, we have the Nine of Wands with the Ten of Wands in reverse. Feeling pretty beat down, and for some reason taking on other people's energy and their problems as your own. Well, that will definitely make you feel more weighed down and more beat down and trying to trudge through the muck and the mud. Curious why you're doing that, but okay, let's do some clarification. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords, gathering some information to see what needs to be cut away, and the Hermit, going within yourself, trying to shine some light on some information, so then you can be successful in moving swiftly forward and cutting away what doesn't serve you. Knight of Swords with the King of Pentacles behind the Hermit and the Queen of Swords. Hope you followed all that. All right, let's do some clarification here. So please clarify the Seven of Wands, November 2021 for Scorpio. King of Wands, look at that. We've got Aries again. Focusing on what we want can also be you are being described at, or the other individual that you may be interacting with. An Aries, an individual that is very stubborn. When they make a decision, there is no bending. It's their way or the highway. Kick it to the curb if it doesn't serve. This is the kind of individual this individual is. However, they focus on something that they want. They're very passionate about it, and they go after it. So definitely standing up for our beliefs and going after what we want, focusing on what we want and going after it. Okay? And we have the World on the bottom of the deck, ending a cycle to begin a new one. I'm kind of curious what that cycle is. Offering up something, bringing in an offering. Could be an offering of our cup. Trying to figure out how to be self-sustainable, but feeling rather trapped in figuring out how to do what's right and create a new beginning. Okay, so please clarify the Eight of Pentacles, first week of November. Holy cow. Empress on its side, Tower. It can be Taurus, can be Libra, Scorpio, again Aries, very powerful in the Aries here. But working on creating something new, and a Tower came along. Maybe a sudden realization. Let's get a little nosy here. Why the Tower, please? Why the Tower, please? Holy cow, okay. So we've got that. And then those. I think that's all that popped out there. All right, so our Ten of Cups. Is trying to figure out how to build a foundation, but there was a painful ending. Maybe a little bit of a trail. There's that Tower, that painful ending. Ten of Swords. And so they're keeping their, what is that saying? Keeping something close to their chest, keeping their cards close to their chest, or what is that saying? But the Page of Cups, they're being very careful in how they proceed. They realize that it's like a sudden dawning that they need to be very careful in how they handle this Ten of Cups. Okay. So for the second week, let's clarify the Star with the Page of Swords. November 2021 for Scorpio. Please clarify the Star and Page of Swords for Scorpio, November 2021, please. we have the Fool, Chariot, Two of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Again, Emperor. Wow, that Aries is just goodness. Okay, so we're taking a leap of faith in a path that we're going to choose, and balance will need to be found in regards to that as you're taking control of that situation. But balance also needs to be found in regards to this Emperor, this individual that, yeah, I definitely agree with that. This Aries is, a very dominant individual, quite the ruling individual. And so balance definitely needs to be found so that nobody feels slighted. When one takes control of a situation and does not allow another to have any say in regards to decisions being made, or they're what is the word I'm looking for? They're overruled by a decision from the other party, and it's a consistent. They don't feel like it's an equal give and take. It's an absolute controlling situation, and balance definitely needs to be found in regards to that, because that path needs to be chosen on which way do you choose to go. Do you choose to be controlling, or do you choose to have a balance in regards to this situation? We're definitely putting a lot of faith in achieving, and we're holding our breath, believing that we're going to get our wish, that this wish is going to come through. Could be a Gemini that you're interacting with, but they're holding their breath, believing that this is going to still come through, that there will be a balance found, the path will be chosen. For I don't know if it's necessarily qualified as fairness, it's more just recognition, and not being overrode all the time. There's a lot of love involved, but we're definitely starting to feel like we're not good enough, we're not worthy enough to have that equal give and take. Please clarify the Emperor and Ace of Wands for the third week in November. A forever after is there. Watching, learning, observing how to attain that Ten of Pentacles, how to attain that forever after. How to move forward. So we're gaining clarity on how to move forward from a missed opportunity, and to recognize that the wheel is turning towards, change is coming. The wheel is turning and new things will come forward. And even though an opportunity may be missed, it may also come back around for another opportunity. In order to attain this Ten of Pentacles. So you're watching, waiting for it. Please clarify Nine of Wands and Ten of Wands in reverse, please. Fourth week of November 2021. for Scorpio, please. Clarify Nine of Wands. What did something? Yep, something did flip. I thought so. Okay, we have Seven of Pentacles on its side. The contemplation, evaluating whether or not it's even worth your time. There may be some communication coming in, and it may come fast. And it may make you wonder whether or not it's even worth your time. Some clarity will come through. Unfair treatment. So a new path is to be created and self-sufficiency is to come out, or and, we're just delaying doing what needs to be done. Delaying the inevitable. Ace of Swords. Understanding, acknowledging, getting clarification that there's wrongdoings here, and delaying the inevitable. Let's get some messages and guidance here for you. Oh, golly, we're going to just reshuffle that because I did not do good on that. Bear with me, please. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. All right, so if we can get some messages and guidance in regards to the spread for Scorpio, November 2021, please. Messages and guidance for Scorpio, November 2021, please. Well, I guess we're meant to have a ton of cards. Okay, then. So, this is separate. Look at that. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. It's working on being out of whack there. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, Knight of Swords, and Queen of Swords. So we're looking at all the information being brought towards us to see what needs to be cut away. And then speaking our truth and speaking it harshly due to some mistreatment in regards to attaining our forever after to our could be a soul bond or a twin, a soulmate, somebody that's a deep, deep emotional relationship here. There's no effort being put forth. Nothing's being put forth to work on this. And so I just heard treachery. I just heard the word treachery being sent through. And when I was looking at the 7 of Swords here, and the 7 of Swords is unfair treatment, doing things in the dark so that people don't see, evaluating how to get away with something, and that is treachery right there. So, some secrets for the King of Wands, moving steadily towards being guarded and defensive. And that's on the bottom of the deck there for messages and guidance. All right, so with that being your read today, Scorpio, not a fun one. Definitely not a fun one, but an eye-opener for you if you are willing to take it in. If it is your read and you're willing to hear this message and take what's being brought to you, then I definitely pray that it helps you. All right, let's look and see the energies that are in here. I've said the majority, but I'm going to go back through again to reaffirm the energies that are in here. It could be yours, theirs, or just what's in the bubble swirling around, right? We do have a lot of Aries in here. We do have Gemini. Okay. Whole bunch of Aries. I mean, like overwhelming Aries in here. Cancer and Aquarius a couple of times. Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, which is yourself, of course, and then again, Aries. I'd like to actually see how many Aries I have in here. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. I know there was another one in here too. But right now I only count 4, but I know there was another one. But there's very strong Aries in here. So it's an individual that is overbearing. You know, we're not a nasty overbearing because nothing is in reverse though. So, you know, we're not manipulative. We're not nasty. We're just, they like to have control. They like to have the say. And, you know, it's my way or the highway kind of individual. And it's all intents and purposes meant for the best of the other party. Unfortunately, there is no Two of Pentacles. There's no balance there. It's them making the decisions and you going with it. And if you're that kind of an individual, if you're a passive individual, then you are great with an Aries. But if you are anything like myself, to where you can be passive, but you also are aggressive as well, it wouldn't be cohesive. So this is something to evaluate as well, is what is your personality? 7 of Pentacles. Is this really an investment worthy? You know, and then of course the Queen of Swords as well. Look at all the information that's being presented and look at it from a logical standpoint, not the King of Cups or Queen of Cups standpoint, but the Queen of Swords, to where you look at the entirety unemotionally, gather all the information and see, you know, the facts and reality of the situation and go back to the 7 of Pentacles. Is it worth it or should it be cut away? This is completely up to you whether or not you wish to move forward and create this new life. And again, you know, we can very well have creating truly a new life. So if you are not looking for this, I encourage you to be very cautious. But if you are wishing to have this, by all means, party down, you know. But I pray that this message has found who it needed to find, been delivered to those that are seeking information and guidance in regards to this spread. I pray also that it has assisted you in opening your eyes to see, your ears to hear, your heart to feel, and your intuition to discern this message that's came through. It is, and may it enable you to make the best possible choice for you in your own personal life path, and what you do not see or feel is fitting, please disregard. That's the great thing about free will. Our given right to choose what we will and disregard what we won't. All right. I do look forward to seeing what your current energy is next week and see what Spirit has to bring forward as far as messages and guidance go. And until then, may all your choices be very, very blessed.